Morning! It's a lovely peaceful day up here at the plot. In my last video I think I said I was going to bring you guys up here and take you on a bit of a plot tour and show you what was growing, dying and everything in between. Why don't I grab the camera and do that? Alright, let's get this party started and have a look at this top bed. Well, on the right here you can see I've got a row of garlic and weeds. Then I do have a definite row of beetroot going up there, moving along to a half-assed row of carrot seedlings coming up. Don't know if you can see those. Then my biggest success, lettuce. There you go. And then to the left of the lettuce, shifty along a bit, got a load of weeds. Doing really well with weeds this year, but it's supposed to be a row of those golden beetroot. God knows where they are. And then a row of nothing, it seems. Just more weeds. And then finally, going up there, although you'd never know it, it's supposed to be a row of parsnips. So this bed is definitely earning its money in weeds. Up next are the broad beans, and these fellows have definitely brought their A game to the party. As you can see, they look fairly healthy. There is a little bit of black fly to contend with, which I will do, but these guys are definitely romping away. Just move across here for a second. There's a row of beetroot, which you might just be able to make out going up to that white pole there. And then, rather excitingly, I've got the start of some peas poking through the soil. There we go, I've got those couple there, and two here making an attempt. The second bed now, and you can see the twisted tops of my stirring onion sets. I think they're being battered by the allium leaf miner. Do need to get in here and weed this lot. As you well know, onions do not like weeds growing next to them. So yeah, I don't know how well I'm going to do with these guys. I'll just see what happens. Next to the onions, I chucked in a load of banana shallot sets. And yeah, they're doing alright, as you can see. There we go. Sending out loads of green. And now we come to the biggest balls up on the plot. You'll remember a couple of videos ago I planted out my runner beans, the Liberty variety, towards the back end of May, and I thought I'd be safe from frosts. Well, that wasn't the case. As you can see, this particular runner bean was battered. It's only just recovering now. That one's gone, man, solid gone. Nothing there, and that one there got battered. I then had a couple of seeds left over in the packet, came up and planted them direct there, there and there. This one made it, as you can see. But this one, when it came up, I don't know what had it. I think it was the pigeons, which is why I've covered these last three here in this chicken wire. So the bloody pigeons got at my runner beans as well. That one is starting to make a comeback and will be okay. And then I've got one here which is just starting right there. So yeah, The runner beans aren't a bust just yet, but they were battered by the late frosts. I've got nothing here. Something needs to be planted here. I do not like bare patches in my soil, on my soil up at the plot, so something's going to be planted there. Then in the last video I was gifted these broad beans by a fellow plot holder. As you can see, this is how they are doing. Not too bad. They are getting a bit ravaged by the pea and bean weevil, but they should outgrow that. Again, another one of those Liberty runner beans which was just blitzed by those late frosts. It's just about recovering. This one should be okay, but man, those bloody frosts do set it back. Sweet peas I've planted there. They got pecked at by the pigeons, so I protected them with this little green mesh, and as you can see, the pigeons have left me a bit of a message as to what they feel about that. Anyway, that seems to have done the trick. I need to get this off and let them scramble up the chicken wire. And then yet another Liberty runner bean that was caught by the frost. It's just about recovering now. Right, we've got some lettuce here. As you can see, those three are doing well. He looks knackered. And those four are just about hanging on as well. I think the pigeons, again, have been getting at these. And of those cloches, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cabbages. I'm not going to show you them at the moment. They're doing okay. In a future video, I'll take these off and you'll be able to see them. But they're doing okay, obviously, because they're protected by those. Let's have a look at these guys here. You may remember in the last video I planted out Mr. Courgette and Mrs. Courgette, and they're doing alright. So yeah, that's a little success. And then a couple of mystery plants that I will show you, but won't tell you what they are just yet. That'll be for a future video. But if you want to have a guess, go for it. Let me know what you think they are. On to the last veg bed now. These three damp patches aren't me having a whiz. I've planted a couple of sunflower seeds direct. Still no joy. I don't see anything breaking through apart from a couple of weeds. So yeah, who knows what's going to happen there. But that there is the Atlantic giant pumpkin, which I planted out in the last video. It's definitely put on weight. I put that little cover over it just to protect it from the sun and such. I will remove it at some point soon. But yeah, not that you can make it out. It has put on weight and it seems fairly happy at the moment. Now then, moving on to the real success story up on my plot this year. You may remember at the end of last year I planted out these allium bulbs. I had 2 white and 4 purple. As you can see, the 2 white and 5 purple flowers for some reason have bloomed. I'm absolutely chuffed to bits. These are absolute bangers. I would recommend everyone buying these. As you can see, the bees are loving life. Oh, he's just flown off somewhere. That guy's getting stuck in. So yeah, definite thumbs up from me for these guys. Get yourself some allium bulbs next year. You won't be disappointed. And neither will the bees, for that matter. tree lily number 1, a mixture of weeds and dahlias, dahlia there, and tree lily number 2. You can see the bloody lily beetle is getting stuck in. And then my favourites, the lupins. I've got this pink jobby here. Moving over to this flower bed, a mixture of something that my dad planted. We'll call them flowers because that's what they are, but I don't know the name of them. But I do know the name of this particular lupin, the Persian slipper, which was gifted to me by PBA. It's not done so well this year, as you can see. Last year I had I think it was 21 flower spikes. This year I've only got this one. Yeah, so maybe do a bit of seed saving from this particular flower this year and try and grow another. Then this pink one here, I think was given to me by Mick Watson. Doing okay. 4 flower spikes this year. Another purple jobby here. And then a lupin, which is just firing blanks at the moment. No flowers. So there we go. What is your name, Mr. Flower? Anyway, there we go. I've got that. God, my mind's gone blank. Artichoke. Globe artichoke. There we go. Look at this filthy beast here. A bit of red hot poker action, people. There we go. And if we go all the way to the base, the buttery biscuit base of the plant, and we have a look at this jobby here, this is another plant, another Nymphophia. I'm sure Mr. Coleman told me that they would spread, and if you're watching, you are correct, sir. Another 2 here. Another 2, I'm going to call them pups. Anyway, that is looking hot and enormous on the plot for 2021. Oh man, and finally got some bad news about the blackbird and her eggs. I don't know if you can see the nest just there at the bottom. Well, there's nothing in it. I did come up 2 days ago and there were 5 baby chicks in there, alive, looking healthy. The mom was flying in and out of this big clump of comfrey with worms, and everything looked good. But this morning, as you can see, something's taken them. So, oh man, the circle of life sucks sometimes, but there you go. And my apple tree seems to be doing okay. As you can see, got loads of apples. I will lose some of those in the June drop. And then this back end is a complete mess because I've left it alone because of the blackbird and her chicks. I thought I'd just give them some space, but now they've gone. I need to get stuck into this area, cut it back, clean it up, and make it look sexy. So that, my friends, is the state of play up here on the plot in early June. I've really struggled to get certain seeds growing this year. Can't grow a French climbing bean or a French dwarf bean to save my life. Butternut squash just don't seem to want to play this year for some reason. Oh, and I don't know, there's probably a myriad of other plants and seeds that I've tried to start and they've just died on me. So yeah, this year's been a bit, I was going to say hit and miss. It's been mainly miss so far. So I am going to have to rely, like I said, on a load of starts. Alright, I think that's about it for this one. I don't have much else to tell you. I am going to do a bit of weeding in a minute, but I mean, who wants to watch that, eh? Right, thank you for joining me. If you have, remember to hit that like button, share the video if you fancy it, subscribe because that really does help, but most importantly, just comment down below. Let me know what you're getting up to on your plots, and yeah, we'll have a little chat in the comment section down below. Alright, until the next one, bye for now.